Good morning, my name is Teddy. I'm trying to talk about the Nigerian issue. Nigerian issue is too big to talk about. There's people talking about it in social media and YouTube. Even the guy I always follow every day, he's called Parana something, and he's trying his best to get a good Nigerian out of the Nigerians. You understand me? And the problem between we Nigerians, we lack understanding. You understand? We lack really understanding. As we lack understanding, and our leaders lack the same understanding. King Solomon in the Bible, he asked God for three things: wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We have knowledge, but we doesn't have wisdom. We doesn't have understanding, and the leaders doesn't have understanding. They don't care about the youth. All they care about is self-government thing, be on the post, make money for their families and their relatives. That's all they care about. Even before they come into powers, they already have money more than the average Nigerian can have. You understand me? So I don't think it's really something they should look into. First of all, what I'm trying to say is like we youth, we don't love each other. We never love each other. We're fighting each other, we're killing each other, and we're lacking understanding of each other. And if we youth keep on killing each other every day, what hope do we have for the generation to come? The generation to come that will suffer. And think I was reading about something this morning. How many population does Nigerian have? In a statistic or what they call it. How did you know? Which computer record it? Do you think I'm among those one that's reading there? Or you know how many Nigerians all over the country? Europe, Asia, everywhere around the whole world. How do you know? I made a song that was like 5 years ago. Like I can't let African go. Really, I cannot let it go. We're no more in slavery no more. We are in the world of technology. We are in the world that have been given opportunity to do something for the youth and for the citizens. We citizens, we doesn't have rights, and we cannot fight for our right because of jealousy. We cannot fight for our right. In the European country, you see where they don't like this, everybody comes out and agree on one thing, and you see everybody on the street they agree on one thing, which Nigeria can never agree on one thing. This is why the leaders have upper hands above everything they are doing, which they don't even care if we exist, if we eat, if there's poor people. Talk about we doesn't have no light, no good roads, no hospitals. I think this corona teach them a little bit of lesson that they should have a good medical care. Here in Europe, like you have an insurance card. I don't think in the government hospital that anyone in Nigeria have what you call a hospital card, which you go to the hospital, you give them the card, they treat you, and the insurance pay for you. And do we have insurance? We doesn't have anything like that. One thing they should do first, improve the technology in Nigeria to know how many population they have and how to start dealing with the population first of all. Before they talk about sharing the country, Biafra, you want to go away, this, you want to be alone. Even if you be alone, make a name for yourselves, not the poor people. Because the poor people, they're suffering. No, they're suffering. Let's put it this way, just like our leaders. Let's put it this way. A man has like 100 wives, and the 100 wives have like 4, 5 kids, 10 kids, 7 kids, and put all together. Maybe he has like a put like 80 children, let's just say, so 80 children, and the 80 children that he has, and he's old and he cannot see really good. So how will he recognize the 80 children? The only one he could recognize is the first son to the third. If he could remember them, that I'm talking about, like if he could remember them, because he is old, he cannot see. This is our leaders. They don't see we citizen, and they don't care about we citizen. If we exist, if we eat, if there's hope for the next generation, they don't care. They should first of all and try and care for the citizen. Give us a right. Instead of human right. What is human right all about? Then I can have my own right to speak for myself and come out in the public and say, yes, this is what I want, and the government or the president or the senator or the House of Rep or the House of Representative will give it to me. Who am I? When the military are there to come out with their guns and start terrorizing everybody, beating everybody, try to kill who they can kill. Like in Nigeria, we're just like an animal to the military people, call it like that. And we're just like nothing to the society. They don't recognize anything about us. All the money, sometimes you hear they get 1 point something billion, 3 billion from this bank, from this. Nigeria estimated this is billion into the house of this. You're talking about billions, billions, billions. There are people that cannot even have like 20 naira to buy gari for themselves. And you people have a car that worth like 1 point something million naira with a car. When you get an accident, you die and the car get crashed. One of your car can even feed like thousands of Nigerians, which you leaders have. You have a lot of houses. And number two, the like private properties is too much. And they say we pay tax. Here in Europe, when you work, you pay tax. And when you don't have work, you get the tax back. They give you back. They make sure you have money to eat again. So they don't have nothing like tax return in Nigeria. You can just work all you want, get pension. You still be in the tenant. Why just like somebody suffer to like train his or her kids to university, and when he graduates, he will become a taxi driver. Is that right? What is the essence? What is the aim of studying? Like, I'm weak and tired of Nigeria. Let me stop from here today. If you like it, make a comment, write on it. If you like, click, or you don't click, then I can continue and I have more to say.